If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
I'm concerned of whether or not it was domestic violence or something that's random. Obviously, it's random, something to be concerned about, but no, this is a very, very quiet community.
A community in shock after a woman is found dead in her Tamarac home tonight. Detectives are still gathering evidence at the apartment.
NBC6 reporter Ari Adzer joined us live from that scene. And Ari, people who knew her tell us her death was no accident.
Yeah, Trina, something horrible happened here yesterday. A young woman murdered viciously in her apartment, and Broward Sheriff's deputies haven't arrested anybody yet, and they won't say if they have a suspect in mind. Even for a homicide, it's rare to see such an active crime scene 24 hours after the murder.
Now, detectives with the BSO homicide unit are currently at the scene and are investigating the circumstances surrounding this death.
BSO detectives are trying to figure out who killed this woman and why. Her family and friends identified her as Kayla Hodgson. She was only 23 years old, and her death, as you would expect, has shocked her neighbors.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Absolutely. We've been here 10 years and nothing like this has ever happened.
Never really have any crime, anything like this that I've ever heard or seen before. I live in an adjacent community, and me personally, I'm concerned of whether or not it was domestic violence or something that's random. Obviously, it's random, something to be concerned about.
Hodgson's family and friends told us they were still processing the tragedy and could not talk to us, but there are plenty of comments on her Instagram page. There are no words to describe the shock. This is real. Kayla was such a sweet person. Damn, rest in peace. Would it be offensive if I asked how she died? Some guy cut or slashed her throat in her apartment. Too many toxic males out there. OMG. BSO has not confirmed the manner of death or the potential scenario here. Family members said she was found stabbed to death.
My respects to the family. Terrible tragedy. Whatever happened. It's a lost soul.
No matter what the circumstances were, that's undeniably true. Again, Broward Sheriff's Office detectives have not made any arrests yet in this case. We're live in Tamarac. Ari Adzer, NBC6 News.
Cold-blooded demonstration. Now here it is. We have Sakiyna, right? Sakiyna flies from New York all the way to Florida. Now, y'all need to understand something. That's like 1,500 miles. Alright? So you on the plane for a little bit, right? So she flies from New York to Florida with murder on her mind. Once she makes it to Florida, she gets a hotel. Chills for a couple of days. While she's chilling for these couple of days, she's plotting and planning on how she gonna get away with the perfect crime. So at 5 in the morning, she pulls up to Kayla's house. Disguised, not in her regular attire. She disguised. I'm talking about hat pulled all the way down, mask around her face. You know the things we used to wear back, when that stuff was all in the air. You see, she got that around her face. Dark clothing. She disguised. Knocks on Kayla's door. Gets inside of Kayla's house and kills her. I'm talking about, if this right here ain't a premeditated murder, I don't know what is. You don't just fly all the way from New York to Florida to have a conversation, right? Because we can get on the phone and do that. We got new technology now. We got FaceTime, we got emails. You see what I'm saying? No, But that is what Sakiyna tried to tell everybody. I pulled up to Kayla's house because I wanted to have a conversation with her about her dating my ex-boyfriend. Wait, stop. Hold on. Yeah, I know y'all like her ex. Yeah, her ex. Not her boyfriend. Now, I know some women that'll go all out for their man. I know some brothers that'll go all the way out for their woman. Hey, hold on, Playboy, man. Look, this is why I love her, man. No, slow down. I'm going to tell everything about this right here. Some women will go out too, right? About their person. But this was Sakiyna's ex-boyfriend, not her boyfriend. So you mean to tell us that you fly all the way to Florida to have a conversation with a woman about your ex-boyfriend? Nah. You know, we ain't going for that. You see, we hood educated, we ain't lane related. We know a little bit more than that. You had murder on your mind and you committed a premeditated murder. That's what happened. So now let's break it all the way down, y'all, because this case right here is a little old. This case happened back in, I think, 2022. Now, according to reports, right, Sakiyna, she's in love with this boy, right? And I'm talking about she fighting with him, she loving him, she fighting with him, she loving him. They got an up and down relationship, toxic demo. You see? And so at some point, her boyfriend say, hey, man, you know what? I'm done with this. And he leaves her, right? Now, one thing you got to understand, now, a breakup is cool. You know, you and your woman or you and y'all say, you know what, this is not working. We're going to just break it off. Let's just, it don't work and stuff like that. Usually, in a breakup, you can go your separate ways. But not when you leave somebody. See, we got to understand the difference. When a man leave a woman, that's telling us that, listen, the woman still want to be there. She still want to be with that man. The man don't want to be with her, so he left, right? Vice versa. If a woman don't want to be with a man and she tired of him, she leave him, right? So understand something though. Just because you leave somebody, that don't mean that they left you. You see, you can quit somebody. You can stop going with somebody, but that don't mean that they stop going with you. That don't mean that they quit you. You see, just because you say, look, I'm tired of this, I'm down, I'm done with you, I'm gone. No, in her mind, she said, no, you can't just be gone like that. I love you. I'm emotionally attached to you. You see? And it goes both ways. You got some men out here that do the same thing. A woman say, I'm gone, and man say, no, you're not. I love you. I'm finna ruin everything before I let you leave me. I'm killing stuff. I'm popping up at your work. I'm stalking, all that. So in this case, this is what we got. He left her. And when he left her, she stalked him. Stalked him down. I'm talking about searching his social medias, seeing who he's dating, seeing where he's going, and she found him in Miami. But not only did she find him, she found his new woman, Kayla. You see? Now, when she seen Kayla, oh my God, hold on, wait a minute now. It's one thing to leave Sakiyna, but then you left and found another woman, but not just any woman, a better woman. That's no, hell no. You can't leave me and find a woman, then you find a better woman than me. Oh, hell no. You see, people get to going crazy when you do stuff like that. And again, that's vice versa. I mean, for us men, a woman that done left you and she left you for a better man, you like, man, hold on, wait. Hold on. Some people don't let go. And we gotta realize that. Some people don't let go. Even though you said, I'm done, I done let go. Some people say, no, I'm holding on. You can't just get rid of me that easy. And this is what we're dealing with. So when she seen Kayla down there in Miami, successful sister. As a matter of fact, check it out. You see what I'm saying? This sister right here looks successful. This sister right here is living the life that most people want to live. She's young. She's in shape. She is not ugly. She's an attractive woman. She got a good job. She has a career. She's liked by multiple people. You see, family orientated, right? Good energy, positive. You see what I'm saying? This is everything that Sakiyna is not. You see? And so Sakiyna understands that, wait a minute, this is heavy competition. I can't compete with Kayla. She is too much. I can't compete with that. The only way that I can deal with this is that I gotta eradicate Kayla. I can't compete with what she's putting out there. That positive energy that Kayla has, I don't have. I'm a dirt bum. I'm toxic. You see? And so the only thing that she thought in her mind, instead of just leaving this man alone and finding somebody else, was to continue to stalk Kayla. I'm talking about, they saying that this girl right here was calling her phone. Yeah, Sakiyna calling Kayla phone, disguising herself to be other people, sending her threatening text messages, all on her social sites, you know what I'm saying, talking crazy to her and everything like that, continuing to stalk and, you know, talk crazy to her ex-boyfriend. She just was chaos, toxic, you see? And so Kayla got tired of it. Kayla said, I'm not finna just keep dealing with this like this. And blocked her. No. Sakiyna was thriving off of that energy, all that chaos and that toxicity. She was thriving off of that. And you mean to tell me you not only beautiful, you not only perfect in her eyes, you not only got a good job, you done took my man, and now you gonna block me? Oh, no, you can't do that. No. She lost it. She lost it, y'all. And I'm talking about, and right after the blocking, that's when she got to plotting. And so, according to reports, right, they saying that Sakiyna flew from New York to Florida, and they even got it on tape. Check it out.
Only on 6, a woman accused of killing her romantic rival in Tamarac took the stand in her own defense today.
State prosecutors allege Sakiyna Thompson flew from New York to South Florida to kill her boyfriend's lover in 2022. NBC6's Marissa Bagg was the only reporter inside of the courtroom for her testimony. Marissa, she didn't deny the killing, right?
She did not deny it. She says that she acted in self-defense that night, and she went on to tell the jury that she at least tried to clean up some of the crime scene and that she did not call police because she was afraid. Over 2 hours of testifying in her own defense, Sakiyna Thompson told jurors she was jealous of the relationship her boyfriend had with the victim, Kayla Hodgson.
A little, I guess you could say, jealous and like insecure.
Thompson admitted to flying from New York to Tamarac in July of 2022, in part to confront Hodgson about the relationship, hoping to convince the other woman to stop.
You see what I'm saying? Now, they saying that she laid low for a couple of days. But then, not only that though, after laying low for a couple of days, she pops up at Sakiyna's apartment at 5 in the, excuse me, my fault. Not Sakiyna, excuse me, y'all. Y'all know but not Sakiyna, but she pops up at Kayla's apartment at 5 in the morning. Check it out.
Evidence showed Thompson confronted Hodgson in her apartment home in July of 2022 at 5 o'clock in the morning and then stabbed her to death.
Now, what she didn't account for was the cameras, right? Because in that one picture, you would see her looking dead up at the camera like, damn, they got a camera. Yeah, cameras is everywhere. And what she didn't account for was that Ring camera that was on the apartment door of Kayla's neighbor. And that Ring camera caught her walking past the camera. So it put her at the scene of the crime. And all her disguised clothing and the mask on her face and a hat pulled all the way down and all black. But not only that though, y'all. Because Sakiyna, she loved to flash and floss on her Instagrams and TikToks and all that old type of stuff, right? And so in one of her TikToks, she showed a pair of black boots, right? And these black boots are not, just a regular type of black boot that you will see all the time. These joints was kind of exclusive. And so she showed those boots. And what do you know? Those same boots that she showed on her Instagram is the same boots that the woman was wearing when she pulled up to Kayla's house. Check it out. So, come on now. We compounding evidence. We are corroborating evidence. We baking this cake. Okay? We baking it. We putting puzzle pieces together right now. You see? So, ain't no way she could say, no, that ain't me. Yeah, it's you. We got you coming out the airport. We got you with your same clothes on that you posted in your Instagram. You see? But it gets deeper than that, though. It gets deeper than that. So she knocks on the door, 5 a.m. Now, when I heard that, I thought to myself, I said, damn, Kayla, why you open that door at 5 a.m? The only thing that I can think of is that, if somebody knocking at your door at 5 a.m, instantly you might assume that, wait a minute, this gotta be somebody I know. This gotta be a family member. Something might be going wrong or something like that. I don't know what's happening, but I need to open this door and see what's going on, right? And so they saying that once she opened the door, it was on. Now, Sakiyna's reports is this right here. She opened, once Kayla opened the door, Kayla invited her in. They was having a conversation about Kayla's now boyfriend and Sakiyna's ex-boyfriend. Now, I find that hard to believe, being that she blocked Sakiyna. Kayla blocked Sakiyna because she was stalking her and doing all that madness. So I find that kind of hard to believe. Now, but, we got to go with the story because this is what Sakiyna is saying, that they was having a conversation. Sakiyna said that at some point Kayla got upset and hit her upside the head with a hookah. And once she hit her with the hookah, it was on. She said that Kayla was kicking her ass to the point where Kayla's on top of her, beating her, and she 2 months pregnant. She said she couldn't do nothing, so the best thing that she could do was try to defend herself. She saw a sharp object, which was a knife, grabbed it, and started stabbing Kayla to get up off of her. Now listen, y'all. I ain't going for it. I know I was born that night, but I wasn't born last night. And I consider myself to be hood educated. The hood educated residents of the guests here. I mean, we are intelligent people. We ain't no damn fools. You come on now. You ain't finna sit up and tell us nothing like that. And look, let me explain to y'all why. Because after the murder, right, after she stabbed Kayla to death, she tried to clean up the murder scene. Yeah, she using Lysol pads and stuff like that, and you know. But not only that though, y'all. She didn't call the ambulance. She didn't call police. She didn't call the fire department. She ain't called nobody, her ex-boyfriend. She ain't called nobody to help, right? To help Kayla, who was stabbed. When you under self-defense and you defending yourself against somebody and it's an accident, if you happen to stab them, shoot them or something like that, or you doing that to defend your life, you have no problem with calling law enforcement. Hey, 911, hey, listen, check this out. We was having a conversation. So she bust me in the head, you know. I had to defend myself, so I stabbed her. Y'all get some ambulance over here. You know, get some people over here. Try to save her life. She's still breathing right now. What y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to put, you know, pressure on the wounds? What can I do to help her? I didn't mean to do this. That's what innocent people do. She didn't do that. Sakiyna ain't do that. Sakiyna cleaned up the house as best as she could, but she couldn't because it was too much blood. It was so much blood all over the place because Kayla was fighting for her life. She ain't go out like no punk. She was fighting for her life. But Sakiyna had that knife and she couldn't fight against that. So it was so much blood, y'all. That blood was all on Sakiyna's clothes. Sakiyna had to change out of her bloody clothes and put on the clothes of Kayla. Do y'all hear that? Listen, can you imagine right now? You know what? I don't want you to imagine. But let's just go into the mind of Sakiyna. You killed this woman. She bled to death, blood everywhere. And you sit back and say, okay, I can't leave the house with all this blood on my clothes. I'm going to put on some of her clothes. The person that is laying here dead in her house, blood everywhere, I'm going to put on her clothes and still put my little mask on, and I'm going to walk out as if I'm Kayla. Cold-blooded demonstration. I'm talking about, man, this is lunatic thinking right here. I mean, god damn. It's one thing to kill somebody, but then, like, you really want to be this woman that bad? That you put on her clothes and disguise yourself as her after killing her? Demonic. Do you hear me? Demonic. So now, they got her leaving the house too. Look, the investigators on this case, hey man, look, y'all did I'm talking about a splendid job. Check it out.
Thompson testified that when she thought Hodgson was dead, she tried to clean up parts of the crime scene with Lysol wipes and paper towels. She admitted to changing into Hodgson's clothes. This video shows her leaving the victim's apartment in those clothes.
I had to change at that point because I'm like, I can't leave out of here looking like this.
Why did you feel like you had to change?
Because there was blood everywhere.
Thompson's attorney asked her why she didn't call 911.
Why didn't you call the police?
I was scared. Just scared.
Okay. What were you scared of?
I was pregnant and like I just killed somebody.
Now, the state is adamant that Thompson came down here with the intent to kill that day. Prosecutors will have the opportunity to cross-examine her when the trial resumes Monday morning. If Thompson is found guilty, she faces life in prison. We are live here at the Broward County Courthouse. Marissa Bagg, NBC6 News.
Yeah, that's Sakiyna leaving in Kayla's clothing. You see? No, that ain't self-defense. That's murder. Ain't nowhere near self-defense. And the cold-blooded part about it, y'all, is look. It's being reported that Kayla was stabbed 37 times. 37. And a lot of those stab wounds was to her face. Slow down. Slow down. You stabbed a woman in her face? Come on, man. That tells you the mentality of this woman. You went there and killed that woman, and while you were stabbing her, I'ma stab you in the face. And so somebody say, well, why would she stab her in the face, hood educated? Let me tell you why. Because if Kayla didn't die, she wanted to damage her beauty. She wanted her ex-boyfriend to not like Kayla no more. I'm talking about, man, premeditated? Come on. This right here is the worst of the worst. But out of every bad situation, there's some good. And what I mean by that is this right here. Kayla was fighting so hard, y'all, that she got Sakiyna's DNA up under her nails. Yeah, up under the nails. And that's what started the investigation. Because when they got that DNA off of Kayla's nails, they ran it through the database. Okay? And once they ran it through the database, they couldn't find a match. Because from my understanding, Sakiyna ain't never been locked up. She ain't never had no felonies before. So, but they ran it through the machine. But then they started checking the phones. Oh yeah. Yeah, they started checking the phones. And they started checking on her boyfriend. Because a lot of people don't know that her boyfriend, I'm talking about Kayla. Kayla's boyfriend is the one that found the body before anybody else. Check it out.
To 911.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
Oh, ma'am, I don't know the address. I just came.
Okay, what is the apartment number? Do you know if that has a building number?
I could go downstairs and check. 1 second, please. 1 second.
Stay on the phone with me. What's your phone number?
Hold on, man. Hold on. Oh, my God.
A Broward County deputy responds to the Tamarac Village apartment complex. They learn a woman is unresponsive while in her second-floor apartment.
Does she live alone? No, with her mom, but her mom is a flight attendant. No one there.
How do you have access to the house?
I can't.
Don't touch anything. Leave your hands exactly the way they are.
I didn't have.
7 Bravo 1. How far is Bravo 2?
I didn't have access. I've been.
Yeah. Yes. 200. What number?
200.
Monitor.
How did you get access inside?
I don't have access. I've been calling her all morning, and she wasn't answering the phone. And I came here the first time, and I just knocked. And I was like, I seen her car. I didn't see her car in the parking lot. She always parking in the handicap. So when I came back the second time, I seen her car outside. I'm like, she has to be here. So when I came, I knocked really hard, and she has a little dog, and she didn't answer. So I just tried the door, and when I opened the door, she was on the floor.
The door was unlocked?
Yeah, the door was unlocked.
Okay. So have you been in the house?
Just now, yes, when I just came the second time.
Did you see anybody in the residence?
No.
I just want to get some more information
before
I get in there.
No.
Okay. All right. When I'm done with this, stay tight. I'm running to talk to a lot.
No problem. No problem.
And just try not to touch anything with your hands.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah,
I touched with the door and everything.
Go back in right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it a 1 or a 2 bedroom?
It's a 2-bedroom.
Was she on any medication, anything?
No, not that I know. She worked a party last night, and then that was it. And I called her this morning. I was calling her this morning, texting her, and she was her phone was delivering it to me. She's like my girlfriend.
No, that's fine.
Yes, she's like my girlfriend. Yes. Yes. Right here. No children, just a little dog. 200 right here. To the left. Okay.
7 Bravo 1. You can be clear the residence.
One person's got to go in. That's it. So.
The apartment belonged to 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson and her mom. We can't show you what first responders found inside the home because it's truly that gruesome. Inside there was blood everywhere, and Kayla was unresponsive, lying in a pool of her own blood.
She's going to be right there when you go in.
Yep. Yes, Roberto Robinson.
Rivalto discovered Kayla's body, and he confirmed he's the one who called 911.
Hey, listen, man. I'm sorry that you're going through this. We're going to do everything we can to help you out. We'll be here for you, all right? I appreciate you talking to me and being cooperative and calm, all right? We're going to have a million questions to ask you. Just bear with us, all right? Okay, you are her... What's a phone number for you? You got a cell phone? Do me a favor. Just like your hands, don't like wipe them all.
Yeah.
Just leave them there.
This from me pumping her chest. They told the paramedics told me on the phone to pump her chest.
Problem. Okay, so how do you know her?
That's like my girlfriend. We've been messing around for like over a year now.
Okay. I'm moving because of COVID and all that. So
okay, you want me to stay here? Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not trying to be rude. Oh, it's okay. So you've been dating her for about a year?
Yes.
Are you her only boyfriend?
I have no idea.
Okay,
just
no
messing
problem.
around.
Okay. And for about a year.
Yes.
How did you meet her?
We met at a party through mutual friends.
Okay.
One of her friends deals with one of my friends.
Who does she live here with?
Her mother's a travel attendant.
Mother is a traveling attendant?
Not a travel attendant.
Flight attendant?
Flight attendant, I'm sorry.
Do you have any of her information, phone number or anything like that?
Yes, I have her phone number.
Okay. You know her name?
Kayla.
Her mother's name is Kayla?
No, I don't know her mother's name.
Okay. What's your girlfriend's first name? Kayla, did you say? Can you spell it for me?
Kayla.
What's her last name?
Hodge. Hodg.
Do you know her birthday?
I can get all that for you.
When's the last time you spoke to her?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? What time?
Right before she went to. Matter of fact, I came here yesterday to pick up some money from her around. I had a flight. I came in. I had a flight. I got here around 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock yesterday, and then she broke the party.
Hold on. You were here yesterday at 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
PM or AM?
PM.
7 PM, you were here?
Yes.
And she was here?
She was here. It was her and her dog.
You said you picked up money from her?
Yeah, I picked up money from her. I had some money because I do real estate.
Okay.
And I had some money wired to her.
Oh, okay.
I got the money from her.
Okay, hold on one second. Where is her dog now?
Her what?
Her dog.
It's not. I heard it. I thought it was in her room and her mother.
It might be. I don't know. Okay. Okay.
I didn't search the house when I was in.
Okay. So you picked up money from her yesterday, last night, and then what'd you do?
I went home.
Okay, and then what?
That was it. I was home all day. I was home all night.
Okay.
And this morning, today I got up. I called her. She wasn't answering because I know she worked the party last. I know she's a bottle girl at a party.
She what?
She's a bottle girl at a party. She works a Jamaican party every weekend. Every Tuesday, I mean.
Where's that at?
It's right down the road in this plaza down here. I don't know the exact place, but it's a plaza.
On Commercial or no? In Lauderhill?
On Commercial.
On Commercial?
Yeah, I think it's on Commercial.
So she works a Jamaican party every Tuesday night?
Every Tuesday.
She's a bottle girl?
Yeah, she's a waitress.
Okay, what time does she usually work that until, approximately? 4 p.m.? 4 a.m.? 4
a.m., yeah.
Until 4 a.m. Okay. So she went to work last night, you sure? Or you don't?
I'm not sure. I talked to her from I left her when I left. I didn't know she went to work.
So then what? You called her when?
I called her.
Or she called you, or what?
No, I called her this earlier this afternoon, or in the AM, like 10.
Okay, and then did you speak to her?
No, I didn't speak to her. And I sent her a text, and my text said deliver. And then after a while, her phone just started doing like, it just started, as soon as I called it, automatically just hung up. It didn't ring, it didn't do anything.
Okay.
So I was like, I was kind of getting angry. I'm like, yo, I was texting her, I'm like, yo, why you not answering the phone? So now I'm like, okay, I'm just going to swing by. I'm going to come by. Okay. When I came by the first time, she usually parks in the handicap because she has a handicap sticker. Okay. So I parked outside of the handicap, and I didn't see her car. Okay. So I'm like, all right, let me just come knock. I knocked on the door. Okay. I heard her dog, but she didn't come, and she's a person, she doesn't leave her dog, especially if her mother's not here. Okay. So I was like, okay, whatever. I went back. I left. I went to go get something to eat, and I was like, I'm still calling her and texting her. It's still the same thing. So I drove back again to see if she came back home or anything.
Do you see her car down there at all?
When I came back the second time I went around the loop, I looked through the gate, I seen her car parked on the outside of the apartment complex. So I drove my car around and I looked at her license plate because when she comes to my house, I have to register her car. So I looked at the license plate, I'm like, that's her car. So now I come up, now I'm banging on the door because I'm like, your car is here, I'm banging on the door. And then I just checked the door, and when I checked the door, it opened, and she was right there.
Then what happened after that? When you saw her there, what happened? What did you do?
I called 911.
Okay. Then what?
After I called them, they kept me on the phone. They told me to go back inside and pump on her chest.
Okay.
And so they stood on the phone, coach me, pump on her chest. And then that's when I heard you guys, the ambulance. And then
What do you mean you heard the ambulance?
I heard the siren. You guys' siren. Yeah, I heard the siren. And I was like, ma'am, I don't know if they can come in. They know where I'm at. Can I go downstairs and tell them? So that's when I ran downstairs.
You ran downstairs?
Yes.
You flagged them down, which they said they
I
saw.
flagged them down.
And then you ran back up?
Yeah, no, I went with them. I walked up with the paramedics.
Okay. Do you have an ID with you at all or no? Identification? Do you have an identification?
I have a picture on me.
You have your identification? How'd you get here? Drove?
Yeah, I drove my car.
Okay. All right. Obviously, this is what's going to happen. We're going to call some detectives. Just protocol. They got to come out and find out what happened. How did this happen?
Yeah.
Has she been depressed? Has she been saying things? She wants to hurt herself, right?
No, she's not that type of person. She's not that type of person. She's a happy-go-lucky person. She's happy.
When you picked up money from her yesterday at 7, was everything cool then?
Yeah, everything was good. Everything was cool with us. Okay. Everything was cool with her.
Okay. Put your hands. I just want to see you. Back up a little bit. Back up a little bit.
Oh, back up.
No, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This obviously it looks like. What hand are you? Right-handed or left-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Left-handed. Okay. 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 Just don't do me a favor. Just don't wipe your hand. Just leave your hands like that. If you need anything from us, just let us know. Okay. Do me a favor.
What's her name is getting a log for
Who's what's her name? Can you do me a favor? Stay with him for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Please. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Do me a favor though, just go on the other side and go on the other side.
I got it, sir.
All right. Who went inside? I saw Sarge go inside.
Our sergeant and Ed.
Did you go inside at all or no? Okay. Okay. Is anybody home here? Do we know? We checked. Nobody's home here? We knocked on this door?
We knocked
on that camera.
Here, let's knock on this door because they're going to open the door and there's going to be...
Right, and the thing's going, right? What do you want me to stay inside?
Well, they can come in and out. Just let us know what they're doing. I just want to let them know what we're doing.
Anybody knock on that door?
I did not. Did anybody knock on that door?
No, not the one that cameras.
Okay.
This one had a camera.
Okay.
Investigators confirmed Kayla died after being stabbed multiple times. Unknown to Rivalto at the time, someone made a visit to Kayla's apartment earlier that morning, and she was captured on a neighbor's doorbell camera and the apartment's surveillance camera.
Hi, I'm Deputy Hughes from the Sheriff's Office. You have to stay in your house for a little bit. We're working on an investigation out here across the street at your neighbor's. Okay. Do you have access to your Ring camera?
Yeah, if you can, come down to my vehicle.
It's been on outside. When you hear noise through different parts of Have you heard any yelling, screaming type stuff? No, I haven't. Okay. Should be able to check yourself? Huh? How far back should she look?
A doorbell camera captured a woman around 5 a.m. that morning wearing a wide-brimmed hat, gloves, and a COVID mask. What's more chilling is Kayla's killer took off in her clothes. Back at the crime scene, Kayla's cousin arrives, and her response is heart-shattering.
Sorry.
See what I'm saying? So now, after doing their homework with him, them homicide detectives, he get to tell them, hey, look, yeah, you know, the only problems we really had was my ex-girlfriend. You know, she was this, that, and the other. She be stalking, talking about she gonna do this, that, and the other. So once they eyes got on her, Sakiyna, they started watching her movements. Hey, what she just do? Oh, you flew down here. What is you doing down here? Wait a minute. Oh, you got an apartment, a hotel over here. Oh, this you at the apartment. You see? And that's how they start putting it together. And after they did that, hold on, we need some DNA from you. Okay, we got probable cause now. You see what I'm saying? We need that DNA about you. And once they got that DNA, it was over. Charged her. Yeah, we got new technology now. You just can't kill people and think you're gonna get away with it nowadays. No, it's new technology now. You see? And so now, let's get to the justice of this whole demonstration, because I mean the particulars and everything that done happened, I'm talking about, y'all, that's but let's get to the justice. Check it out.
Even though Sakiyna testified during trial, she chose not to speak during her sentencing hearing, so the judge had the final say.
The defendant was in the beauty business, and the beauty business is what led the police to the defendant through the DNA sample that was found underneath the fingernail of the victim. With that, I also understand I have no discretion whatsoever, nor would I want any discretion whatsoever with regard to this particular case. I do believe the defendant needs to go to prison. I do believe the defendant's, in this particular situation's crime was heinous in the way she tracked down, located, showed up, and then killed Ms. Thompson. With that, the court does sentence Ms. Thompson to adjudicator guilty sentence to life in prison. Under Florida's criminal punishment code, that's without parole. And she will serve the remainder of her life in prison. And anything else? Court will order reserve restitution. The outstanding court costs and will be a civil lien. With that, anything further with regard to the defendant? No. Okay.
To life in prison for killing her romantic rival. The victim's family came out in droves to witness the hearing.
NBC 6's Marissa Bagg was the only reporter in the courtroom. And Marissa, there wasn't an empty seat in the house?
No, there wasn't, Jackie. In fact, the judge asked myself and a few others to sit over in the area that's usually designated for the jury just to make more space there in the courtroom. Many friends and family did speak up today because they knew it would be their last chance to address the killer.
My heart is broken in ways words cannot express.
Through tears, loved ones spoke out in court about their pain and anger over the killing of 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson in her Tamarac home. Dozens of them packed the courtroom Monday wearing bright pink and black shirts with Kayla's photo and messages of the justice they waited 3 years for.
For the rest of your existence, you will have to look in the mirror every day, regret your decisions, and think about how foolish you are. I hope all your nights are filled with regret and loneliness.
A judge sentenced 31-year-old Sakiyna Thompson to life in prison for the murder. A jury found her guilty in October. 10 of Kayla Hodgson's friends and family stood firm as they faced her killer for the last time.
What she's done was very wicked and evil, and a person like her, it's important that they never see the light of day again.
Evidence showed Thompson confronted Hodgson in her apartment home in July of 2022 at 5 o'clock in the morning and then stabbed her to death. Thompson testified during trial that it was self-defense because she was pregnant at the time, but the jury didn't believe her.
Or how about the audacity of you to come up on this stand and waste taxpayer dollars and tell them a crock of garbage to everyone in the courtroom about your blackout reasoning?
Prosecutors say Thompson killed Kayla because Kayla was dating her boyfriend. That jealousy prompted her to fly from New York to South Florida to carry out the murder.
And everyone will get to also see the darkness that this person you're sentencing and her failed attempts to cover it with false claims and her blatant lack of remorse.
I'm just glad that we got the justice that we was looking for and that she will never be able to do this to another family again.
Thompson was sentenced to life in prison without parole. She did have the opportunity to speak today, but she declined to take that opportunity. We are live here in Fort Lauderdale. Marissa Bagg, NBC 6 News.
Yeah. gave her life in the penitentiary. Life is over with for her. And you know, the crazy part about this whole demo is that, you know, she tried to also say that, Sakiyna tried to say that she blacked out. You know, and I remember when I said blacked out, like, come on now, you blacked out and killed this woman? Come on now. I mean, you know, people do black out, but I'm talking about like once you black out and you come back and you realize you done killed some, you should call the police and say, wait a minute, hold on, this ain't supposed to go like this. You see, but that was her defense, that she blacked out and that Kayla attacked her. Man, this woman right here is deranged. I'm talking about, man, she crazy. But she where she belong at though. You see, she where she belong. And I want to say rest in peace to the sister Kayla, and condolences to her family. Man, y'all continue to pray for them, man, because I'm talking about, man, that was uncalled for. But here it is. She got life in the penitentiary, and I'm talking about, I remember when I was in my gang banging days, I used to be like, man, I don't wish jail on nobody. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Some people deserve to be in jail. Some people need to be in jail. Yeah. People like that. You see, people like Sakiyna that'll just take somebody's life. All because you jealous of this person. All because this person blocked you. All because this person is dating your ex. Come on, you go kill this woman? Look, let me tell y'all something. We got to learn from this demonstration right here. I'm talking about for real, because this stuff right here happens more than we would like to think. A lot of people would kill you just because you're dating somebody that they love. And the cold-blooded part about that is that, listen, you could have been just as innocent as Kayla. You not tripping on nobody else. This is a handsome man that you know you like, and you like, okay, like let's try to see if we can work something out. Let's see if we can have a relationship. And you got a woman back there that's ready to kill you and him. You see? Now look, some of y'all done been through this before. Some of y'all done been through a woman or a man, you know, stalking his ex and all that old type of stuff. Don't take that type of stuff lightly. Don't take it lightly. And don't play with it. You see? Because a lot of people would say, hey man, you know, man, this man, I'm over there. I'm talking about, man, I'm laying hammer down to it, man. This thug calling, man, he interrupting our sessions, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, hey man, he a lame, man. He can't leave her alone. You know, we like to, you know, laugh and giggle about stuff like that, and it kind of make us feel like we big and bad, and you know, I'm the, you know, and all this old type of stuff. And it's like, look, man, no, because somebody is emotionally disturbed. And when people are emotionally disturbed, they can't govern themselves. They are not thinking logically. They are thinking out their mind. And I believe this is what we are looking at right now. And I got to tell y'all this story because I almost became a victim of some of this type of stuff. Years ago, though, I'm talking about years ago, I had met this woman. Cool woman, you know what I'm saying? Now, we go to her crib, we chilling, you know, and all of a sudden, I just hear the doorbell ringing like ding, 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 ding. I'm talking about it's just rapid ringing the doorbell. Instantly, I knew she had kids and the kids wasn't there, so I'm like, you know, it must be your kids. And she said, no, that's him. Him? What you mean, him? My baby daddy. He be tripping. This why I can't keep nobody, because he be doing stuff like this. Now understand, this is hood educated. Back in these days right here, I'm gang banging. I'm toting pistols. I'm about the murder game. I'm talking about I'm full-fledged in this life. And so he steady ringing the doorbell. So I asked her, I say, do he got a gun? She said, no, he ain't got a gun. Do he got a key? No, he ain't got no key. I say, well, look, text him and tell him that you at your sister's house and that you are not here. And so she does that, right? She texts him and say, hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here. I'm at my sister's house and stuff like that. He said, nah, I know a nigga up in there. And I'm not going to leave until you and that nigga come out. Now, being 100 with y'all, at this time, Hood Educated was slipping. Even though I was in the mix, she stayed out in the suburbs and I felt like this is safe. You see? And that's why I went wrong. I felt that this is safe. I don't need my pistol with me, right? This person right here didn't appear to be a part of that life. I'm talking about this woman. She didn't appear to be a part of that life. I felt that I'm going to the suburbs with a square. You see what I'm saying? Had I thought that she was like, you know, gang affiliated and stuff like that, then I probably wouldn't even mess with her. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm dealing with a square. Until all this ringing the doorbell and this man texting her and all this old type of stuff and saying that he ain't gonna leave until both of us leave. So I tell the sister, I say, listen, check this out. I say, this is your child's father. I'm leaving this house. But I gotta call the brothers now because I don't know what this man got. You say he ain't got no gun. I don't know that. But I'm finna call the brothers and they finna come rescue me. And I'm finna let them know, hey, listen, check this out. I don't know if he got a gun or nothing like that, man. So y'all come, you know how y'all supposed to come. She said, no, you ain't got to do that. I'ma call the police. All right. Do something. Because I'm leaving this house. And your boy, your baby daddy gonna end up dying messing with me and my partners because, look, hey, I'm under stress now, man. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm trapped in somebody's house. And you are a man out there talking about some he ain't leaving and all that. So she called the police. The police grabbed him. This man was really waiting out there, y'all. The police get there and they get him. They get him in the car. They didn't put no handcuffs on him because he's still texting from the car. And this is what he told her. He said, I knew you was in there with a nigga. He said, the next time, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill the children, then I'm going to kill myself. This is what she told me. This is the text that he just texted while he in the police car. I said, nah, I can't deal with this. You see? Now, the cold-blooded part about all this is this. She didn't tell me that her boyfriend, her baby daddy was like that. She didn't tell me that she had a baby daddy that was crazy and that would think about killing himself, her, and their kids. She didn't tell me that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all to say this right here. Man, look, we got to do, when we want to date somebody nowadays, we got to do real homework. We got to, hey man, who your ex? What's going on with that? Is he one of them type? Or is she one of those type? Of, what's going on with that? Because you don't want to get caught up in somebody else's shit. You don't want to do that. And so when that happened to me, you know what I learned? I learned to do my homework when I'm dating people. Even if they was from the hood or even from the suburbs. I'm doing homework. Hey, how long have you been out of a relationship? You see, who was the guy you was in a relationship with? I need to know who he is. Is he in another relationship? What's going on? Oh no, don't worry about him, don't worry about that. Yeah, I gotta worry about that. Because if I involve myself with you and this man right here still head over heels for you, hey look, I ain't got time for that. I'm not finna catch no bullets or get killed, stabbed, beat up, all because somebody's still in love with you. You see what I'm saying? So y'all, we gotta do real homework. Cause a lot of people, they ain't gonna tell you. Like the sister, she didn't tell me all that. She gonna tell me that when it was happening. That's why I can't have nobody, because he always doing this. Because she knew if she would have told me that in the beginning, I wouldn't have never showed up. It wouldn't have never been nothing. But that's why we got to start doing real homework when we out here on the dating scene, because we don't want to end up like Sister Kayla. You don't want to end up like that. This sister right here is living her life. And here it is, a woman that is deranged and emotionally disturbed come and kill her behind somebody that ain't even with her no more. So listen, start doing your homework when you dating. If a person tell you, hey look, you know what, you don't need to worry about that, say, you know what, you right. Go ahead on. I need transparency. I need honesty. I need somebody that can break it down to me and say, hey, look, check this out, man. My baby mama crazy. Every time I get a girl, she come and fight them and stuff like that. Nah, I don't need that. That's just too much. My baby daddy crazy. He don't want me to be with nobody. The last boyfriend I had, he shot at him 5 times. Shot him in the back. Okay, thank you. I'm cool on that. Look, don't get involved in nobody's shit. Stay focused. And don't let nobody tell you, especially if you finna date them, that you shouldn't have no type of privy to their background. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.